Okay, guys, some of you don't fail to amaze me. I appreciate your effort. My student of the day is probably Carly, although there's a lot of close seconds. Like Carly, a lot of you guys are working hard, even though you may not have a computer. You're using a phone, for example, to try to do a lot of this work. So I really appreciate it. And hopefully, though, you'll take my advice and go to the district, go online. It only takes literally 15 seconds to request a laptop, and they'll find a way to deliver it to you. So let's get things going, guys. We still have roughly, about 7 weeks or so of school left. But anyways, here we go. Quadratics, multiplying, factoring, another try. Now, I've done this several times in other videos. What I noticed, though, is as you can see, here's the main screen, and there's lots of videos and practice sets and stuff along the way. You can see the first video right here, which a lot of you guys did. Okay, but I went ahead and I scrolled down, and I found out that I did do quiz number 1 at least once or twice with you. But I never did quiz number 2. So we're going to do quiz number 2. Let's get started. Quiz number 2 has 5 questions. That's it, just 5 questions. Let's see what question 1 is for me. We got an area model problem, right? This is basically the long, skinny rectangle I always talked about. And we know that this left side is 6. So does everyone agree? If I do x squared times 6, I get 6x squared. If I do minus 3 times 6, I get minus 18. So this is what you type in for the width of your rectangle. X squared minus 3. Okay, let's try the next one. Now, this is why I actually like Khan Academy, guys, because there are trickier problems like this one that even will get me if I'm not alert to it. And it's good to get those trickier problems in your system, okay? So if you look at the numbers, notice they're all multiples of 7. They're all part of the 7 times tables, right? So the first thing we got to do is do a 7 GCF, greatest common factor, right? Let's see here. X squared times 7, of course, is 7x squared. 4x times a 7 is 28x. Minus 5, notice the sign right there, guys. Minus 5 times 7 is minus 35. Now, look how much easier this is, guys. This part, we'll go ahead and do the x on. We know we need a negative 5, right? And we need, of course, the 4 as a sum in the middle. So let's see here. 1 times 5, of course, would give me 5, but I need a negative 5. 5 minus 1 is 4, and 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. We got it. So our answer right in here, guys, is going to be 7. Don't forget the GCF, right? Parentheses. The minus 1, of course, tells us x minus 1. The positive 5 means x plus 5. So what have we learned so far is sometimes we got to do that GCF first before we can do the x method. All right? All right, now this one's just straight up, actually they made it easier again. They basically gave us a rectangle problem like problem number 1. And they told us that, well, you know what? Let's just approach this a different way. They gave us the resulting product, right? Length times width. So why don't we factor it knowing that x minus 7 is one of the factors? So in other words, let's just do the x over here. I need a negative 7, right? And I need a minus 6 in the middle. And over here, they're telling me I need a negative 7, so the only way that's going to work is if I do 1 times negative 7, right? So check this out. 1 times negative 7 is negative 7. 1 minus 7 is negative 6. So The factor form, I hope you agree, would be x minus 7 for there and x plus 1 for there. And of course, this is all they wanted. They wanted what they called the length or the side, the missing side of the rectangle. How about that? So we got that one done. And again, this is actually, and this is sometimes one of the problems with Khan Academy is sometimes they accidentally repeat a problem without realizing it, right? So do you guys agree? This is really the same problem here. We know this side is x minus 7. This side here has got to be x plus 1. So they had a repeat answer there, right? X plus 1. Let's test it out real quick. All right, let me make this a little bit neater. Again, here is basically my area problem. Follow the red, guys. X. Let's flip this around, actually. Right? X minus 7. I want to put the x here and the minus 7 underneath it. But check this out. Isn't x times x, x squared? Bam. Isn't 1 times x, 1x here? And x times minus 7, minus 7x here. And minus 7 and x make the minus 6. And of course, minus 7 times 1 is minus 7 again. But hopefully you're seeing that when we do the area model and factoring, they're related, right? One's just the inverse of the other. Okay? Now, guys, let's just do one more, and we'll call it quits here. Now, notice how they have the number and the x's backwards. No big deal, guys. Set up your box, and just go in the order they gave it to us. 4 plus x, 4 minus x. We know 4 times 4 is 16. Minus x times 4 is minus 4x. 4 times x is 4x. And finally, minus x times x is minus x squared. Hopefully you can see that. But notice how the 4x and the minus 4x cancel each other out. So all I'm left with, guys, is the 16 right here minus the x squared there. Okay, guys, so hopefully this helped you a little bit. This, again, was quiz number 2. I just assigned it to you yesterday. Should be a quick little opportunity to get some more points for me. And I will be working on the grade book throughout this coming week. So hopefully I'll see also a lot more of you get involved, because some of you should have gotten an email from me remind you that you are potentially failing my class if you don't start working and showing me some effort. So anyways, guys, I'll see you around.